Good morning, students of Matyam 4, and welcome to Potisan Pitayakon School and online classes. My name is T.Savio. I will be your teacher for listening and speaking this year. The subject code is E31203. I will be using this book to assist us in the classroom. We start with Unit 1, Extreme Living. This class will go on for 3 consecutive classes. Let's look at the photo. What can you see in the photo? Start thinking. The man is breaking his way through some ice. So we can conclude that this is a very cold place. So what is the man doing? He's breaking into the ice, maybe to free himself or to enter somewhere. What is it like to live in a country with very cold weather? I think it will be very difficult to be able to survive in very cold conditions. And so the name, extreme living. Extreme meaning very severe winter or very severe conditions like heat. Now, do you think people keep warm in cold countries? Yes, I think they would have to keep warm in order to survive. We will be doing vocabulary, everything related to extreme weather. That means very hot conditions, very cold conditions, very humid conditions, and so on. We will be learning the words related to the texts. Then we will be also learning about survival essentials. What do we need to survive in extreme conditions? We will be doing prepositional phrases, and the language focus will be on the present simple and present continuous, and past simple and past continuous. This unit, it aims at some very important things, and you can, after this unit, say, I can understand a blog about extreme weather. I can describe where I live and past activities. I can understand a conversation about a news story. I can understand an article about a remote island. I can give my opinion, agree and disagree politely. So these are the aims of this unit. Let's start with vocabulary for extreme weather. Vocabulary extreme weather. We will be learning some new words. Hail, boiling, freezing, heavy rain, heat wave, thunder and lightning, snowstorm, and high winds.
Listen, check, and repeat. A.
Boiling.
B.
Freezing.
C.
Hail.
D.
Heat wave.
E.
Heavy rain.
high winds.
G,
snowstorm,
H,
Thunder and lightning.
Match the words and phrases with the pictures. So we have the vocabulary. Now we have to match the words from down below with the pictures. What is happening in this picture? Thunder and lightning. In this picture, a snowstorm. This picture, high winds. This picture, heavy rain. This picture, heat wave. This picture, freezing. This picture, hail. Hail are pieces of ice that fall from the sky. We also call them hailstones. Let's check. Well done. So we understand the vocabulary. Let's move on. Match the weather words with the speakers. So here we are going to listen to a recording and we have to match the words with the speakers. We have 4 people being interviewed about or they will be talking about the weather in their countries. Victor from Argentina, Hannah from England, Oksana from Russia, and Silke from Germany.
listen and write.
Right, we've got listeners from all around the world here on Internet Rock Radio, so we'd like to know, what's the weather like now where you live? Remember, you can send us a tweet, Skype us at Internet Rock Radio, or go to our Facebook page. We've got Victor on Skype. Victor, where are you?
Hi, Tony. I'm in Rosario, in Argentina.
Okay, what's the weather like?
It's summer here now, and we're having a heat wave. It's absolutely boiling. It's 37 degrees.
Wow, lucky you, Victor. Hannah, you're in England. What's the weather like?
Hiya, Tony. I'm in Manchester, and there's thunder and lightning here, with really heavy rain. I'm not going out today.
Thanks, Hannah. Oksana from Russia sent us a tweet. She says, Tony, it's horrible in Moscow. We've got hail and high winds here at the moment. Oksana, don't go out. Silke in Germany on Skype. Hello?
Hello, Tony. It's freezing outside here, and there's a huge snowstorm.
Thanks, Silke. Send us a photo on Twitter. So many people getting in touch.
Okay, so these were some of the people that were interviewed about the weather in their countries. Let's check if it's correct. Well done. Okay, let's move on. Number 4 and 5 we can do once we are back in the classroom, but we can still think about what we have to do here. In exercise 4, you have to make notes about extreme weather conditions in your country. Are there really extreme conditions in Thailand? Well, let's think about it. Maybe in the past, if there's any history of extreme weather, we can do some research here. And exercise 5. Work with a partner. What does he do in extreme weather? Then report your partner's answers to the class. So basically this we'll do once we are back in the classroom. Example, what do you do when it's freezing? I wear a lot of clothes and a scarf, hat and gloves. We're going to do some reading, a blog. Work with a partner. Look at the photos and answer the questions. Where is Yakutsk, do you think? And number 2, what is special about it? So this is the article that we are. Freezing in Siberia. So Siberia is in Russia. So probably Yakutsk is in Russia. And what is special about it? I think it's cold all the year round. And most of the time it is cold. So probably there's some time when it's a little warm and interesting. So let's check the answers. It's in Russia. So where's Yakutsk, do you think? It's in Russia. And what's special about it? It's very cold there in winter. Okay. Let's see number 2. Meg is a British student at the University of Yakutsk in Siberia, Russia. Read her blog. Do you think she prefers summer or winter there?
Listen to the blog. Freezing in Siberia.
December the 12th. It's winter here in Yakutsk. I'm sitting indoors and writing my blog because it's too cold to go outside. It's not snowing now, but I'm looking at the thermometer outside and it says minus 34 degrees centigrade. Yakutsk in Russia is the coldest town on Earth. From November to March, it's only light for 3 or 4 hours a day, and the temperature hardly ever rises above freezing. The average daytime temperature is minus 30 degrees centigrade, and at night it sometimes falls as low as minus 60 degrees centigrade. Well, I'm not going out today. I'm staying indoors. People don't go out a lot here. At minus 20 degrees centigrade, the air freezes inside your nose. At minus 40 degrees centigrade, you can't stay outdoors for more than 10 minutes. At minus 45 degrees centigrade, the metal on your glasses sticks to your face. I'm learning how to play a popular sport called Kylie, a kind of jumping competition. It uses a lot of energy and it keeps you warm and strong. I play Kylie 3 times a week. I'm trying to keep fit, which is really important when you live in sub-zero conditions. In summer, Yakutsk is a different city. The snow melts and the temperature rises to 30 degrees centigrade and more. But people are usually happy to have a heat wave after 10 months of winter. It's the season of white nights, when it never gets dark, not even at midnight. Camping and barbecues are the favourite summer activities. You can't imagine how much I am looking forward to it.
Fact. In Yakutsk, Siberia, the lowest ever recorded temperature was minus 60 degrees centigrade.
Let's go on to number 2. Meg is a British student at the University of Yakutsk in Siberia, Russia. Read her blog. Do you think she prefers summer or winter there? Students, now we have read Meg's blog. Let's try and answer the questions. Number 1. What is Meg doing now? Meg is sitting indoors and writing her blog. I'm sitting indoors and writing my blog. Number 2. What is the average daytime temperature in Yakutsk in winter? The thermometer outside, and it says minus 34 degrees centigrade. So it is about minus 34 degrees centigrade. Let's look at the answers. Okay, the average daytime temperature is minus 30 degrees centigrade. So that matches with our answer. Number 3, what effect does the extreme cold have on people's bodies? Let's go back to the text and see the answer. Here it is. People don't go out a lot here. At minus 20 degrees centigrade, the air freezes inside your nose. At minus 40 degrees centigrade, you can't stay outdoors for more than 10 minutes. At minus 45 degrees centigrade, the metal on your glasses sticks to your face. So I'm guessing this is the answer. Okay. Yes, it's the same. Let's go on to the next, number 4. Why is she learning how to play Kaylee? I'm learning how to play a popular sport called Kaylee, a kind of jumping competition. It uses a lot of energy and it keeps you warm and strong. I play Kaylee 3 times a week. I'm trying to keep fit. So this is the answer. She's playing Kaylee to keep fit. And of course, it also keeps her warm and strong. But the main idea would be to stay fit. Let's check the answer. Because she wants to keep fit. Correct. Number 5. How many hours of sunlight do they get in Yakutsk in summer? How many hours of sunlight do they get in Yakutsk in summer? It's the season of white nights, when it never gets dark, not even at midnight. So, it doesn't get dark at all. So, the answer will be for the full day and night. That would be about 24 hours. How many hours of sunlight do they get in Yakutsk in summer? I would think 24 hours. Yes, 24 hours. Number 6. What do people do in the summer in Yakutsk? Camping and barbecues are the favorite summer activities. So, this is the answer. So, in summer, they go camping and have barbecues. People go camping and have barbecues, correct. Let's move on to exercise 4. Explore words in context. Match the words and phrases from the blog with the definitions below. The words are fall, outdoors, indoors, sub-zero conditions, melt, rise. Let's do this from the template. Match the words with the definitions. Inside a house or building. Indoors, inside, indoors. Number 2, outside a house or building. Outdoors. Get lower. Fall. Normally when we talk about temperature, we say a fall in temperature or a rise in temperature. So rise will be number 5, get higher. Change from solid to liquid. Number 4, change from solid to liquid will be melt, like ice. Ice is solid, but when it becomes liquid and becomes water again, we say the ice has melted. So melt. Number 6, when the temperature is less than 0 degrees centigrade. Sub-zero conditions. Let's check our answers. Well done. That was good. Your turn. For this, we could leave it to when we come back into the classroom. Ask and answer with your partner. Let's just look and see what it requires. How is life in your town different in summer and in winter? In what way? Good question. Do we really have summers and winters in Thailand, in Bangkok? Okay. We have the rainy season and the hot season. So basically, there are 2 seasons. Do you prefer winter or summer? Why? I think in Thailand, we don't have a choice of winter or summer. But if we are given a choice to choose, we would say winter because we always like to stay in a cold room. In the summer, it's very hot. I prefer the winter because it keeps me comfortable. I am comfortable when it's cold. For number 6, we have to write a short blog entry. Describe the weather in winter and summer in your area. Say what you're doing now. In the winter, it's really cold. The temperatures are below freezing and it snows a lot. At the moment, I'm writing this blog and I'm watching television. Let's do vocabulary and try to complete the crossword. The clues are the pictures. These are the pictures. Students, do you remember the vocabulary we studied? Number 2 would be freezing. Number 3 will be a heat wave when it's very hot. Number 6, the man is covering his ears. So it will be thunder. Number 6 will go with the picture number 5, lightning. So thunder and lightning. Number 8 will be high winds, when everything is blowing in the air, in the atmosphere, the leaves. Number 9 will be very hot, boiling. Okay, let's write all the words across. So we said number 1. Now number 2 is freezing. Number 3, we said heat waves. Number 6, thunder. Number 8, we said it will be high winds. Number 9, with an L, boiling. Okay, now let's go to the crossword and look for the words going down. Number 1, rain. So we learned about extreme weather, heavy rain. Number 4, this looks like snow, so this must be a snowstorm. And number 7 has already been done for us, that is hail. And we said number 5 is lightning, thunder and lightning. Number 1 down, heavy rain. Number 5 down, lightning. And number 4 down, snowstorm. Number 4 down will be a snowstorm. Let's check our answers. Well done. Okay. So this was the vocabulary that we started with in this unit. Circle the odd one out. Okay, we have this in a template, so let's do it in the template. Choose the odd one out. In number 1, the words were boiling, heavy rain, freezing. Boiling, freezing. They're both opposite. So heavy rain is the odd one out. Let's go to number 2. The words are heat wave, boiling, high winds. Heat wave, boiling, high winds. So heat wave and boiling are similar, telling you it's very hot. High winds is the odd one. Next, number 3, heavy rain, thunder and lightning, freezing. When there's heavy rain, there is thunder and lightning, so these would go together. So freezing is the odd one out. Oh. Freezing is the odd one out. Next, number 4, hail, snowstorm, boiling. When it's very cold, there will be hail, that's the ice that falls from the sky. And snowstorm. So hail and snowstorm will go together. The odd one will be boiling. Okay, it's not showing. Boiling. And number 5, freezing, heat wave, snowstorm. Heat wave and snowstorm. So freezing and snowstorm go together. So the answers will be boiling and heat wave. Boiling and heat wave. I'm not able to click on these two. Anyway, let's check the answers. Okay, here they've given the opposite, heat wave and snowstorm. So the opposite of snowstorm is heat wave. Okay, so these are the odd ones. These are the correct answers of the odd one out. Let's move on to exercise 3. Exercise 3. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the extreme weather words from exercise 1. Okay, I think we can do this in the template. So let's try using the template. So Germany has a lot of hailstorms. Sometimes the stones are like tennis balls. They're enormous. Let's go to number 2. Moscow is the city with the most snowstorms. It has 1,000 vehicles to remove snow. Number 3. In Helsinki, there are 169 days below 0 degrees centigrade. That's similar to Alaska. The answer is freezing cold. Freezing. Number 4. In the summer months, there are in many cities which can kill people. In the summer months, so heat waves. So in the summer months, there are heat waves in many cities which can kill people. Aicha, near Cordoba, is the hottest place in Europe. It's there in August. It's boiling, so very hot would be boiling. And number 6, Amsterdam, Paris, and Rome airports are having problems of over 100 kilometers per hour. High winds. So Amsterdam, Paris, and Rome airports are having problems with high winds of over 100 kilometers per hour. Let's check our answers. Well done. Okay, so we've understood the different types of extreme weather conditions. Let's move on to exercise 4. Complete the text about the weather. Use the words in the box. So the words are rain, snowstorm, hail, thunder, freezing, lightning, winds. Maybe we can do this in the template. So we have the template here. Complete the text about the weather. Many European countries are in chaos this morning because of heavy snowstorms, high you have to choose the answers from here. High winds and freezing temperatures. In Poland, the temperature is minus 26 degrees centigrade. Let's go on. News. There's a spectacular storm here. The heavy rain means we can't go out. We can see lightning over the sea and hear the thunder. It's very loud. It's cold too, and sometimes there's hail. It's really big. I hope it doesn't break anything. What's the weather like where you are? Okay, let's read this once again to check our answers. Many European countries are in chaos this morning because of heavy snowstorms, high winds, and freezing temperatures. In Poland, the temperature is minus 26 degrees centigrade. News. There's a spectacular storm here. The heavy rain means we can't go out. We can see lightning over the sea and hear the thunder. It's very loud. It's cold too, and sometimes there's hail. It's really big. I hope it doesn't break anything. What's the weather like where you are? Okay, let's check our answers before we leave. All correct. Well done. Now let's move on to language focus 1. Present simple versus present continuous. Complete the examples from the text on page 10, then complete the rules in the box. Okay, we can use the template here. It's now, but I'm looking at the thermometer outside and it says minus 34 degrees centigrade. So this is from the article Freezing in Siberia. If we look at the article, it's not snowing. It's not snowing now, but I'm looking at the thermometer outside and it says minus 34 degrees centigrade. Number 2, I'm learning to play a popular local sport called Kaylee. It uses a lot of energy. I'm learning how to play a popular local sport called Kaylee. It uses a lot of energy. We use the present to talk about what normally happens. We use the present simple to talk what to talk about what normally happens, routines and facts. We use the present continuous. We use the present continuous to talk about what is happening now or around now, at the moment. Number 3, the temperature rises above freezing. In the article, the temperature hardly ever. So this is a frequency, use of a frequency word. So the temperature hardly ever rises above freezing. And number 4, it falls low as minus 60 degrees centigrade. It's sometimes, another frequency word. It sometimes falls as low as minus 60 degrees centigrade. Number 5, people are usually. So all these words are frequency words. People are usually happy to have a heat wave after 10 months of winter. So the heat wave is only for 2 months. We use adverbs and expressions of frequency to explain how often we do things. So here we are using expressions of frequency. We use them with the present simple. We use them with the present simple. Adverbs of frequency go before the verb, but after the verb be. Okay, let's check our answers. Well done. Okay, that was good. There's a listening, so let's do it with the listening.
Listen and check.
Meg is in Siberia for a year at the university in Yakutsk, and life is very different. In the UK, she usually drives to university. In Yakutsk, she takes the bus every day. She studies Russian in the UK and she'd like to be a translator. She's got exams this week, so she is studying really hard. She says, "Right now I'm reading a book in Russian. I'm trying not to use the dictionary too much." She's having a great time in Yakutsk because she goes to the University International Club twice a week. They organise activities and she meets lots of local students there. It's great fun. The people are really nice and I'm learning a lot of Russian.
Okay, let's complete the text after listening. Meg is in Siberia for a year at the University of Yakutsk, and life is very different in the UK. She usually drives to university. In Yakutsk, she takes the bus every day. The word is study. She studies Russian. She studies Russian in the UK and she'd like to be a translator. She's got exams this week, so she Study. So she is studying really hard. So she is studying really hard. She says right now, read. I'm reading. Use the present continuous because she's doing it now. Right now, I'm reading a book. In Russian, the word try. I'm trying not to use the dictionary, so all this will be in present continuous. I'm trying not to use the dictionary too much. She's having a great time. She's having a great time in Yakutsk because she go to the university. Because she goes to the university International Club twice a week. They organize activities. Same. They organize activities and she meets lots of local students there. It's great fun. The people are really nice and I'm learning a lot of Russian. Let's check our answers. Meg is in Siberia for a year at the University of Yakutsk and life is very different. In the UK, she usually drives to university. In Yakutsk, she takes the bus every day. She studies Russian in the UK and she'd like to be a translator. She's got exams this week, so she is studying really hard. She says, right now I'm reading a book in Russian. I'm trying not to use the dictionary too much. She's having a great time in Yakutsk because she goes to the University International Club twice a week. They organize activities and she meets a lot of students there. It's great fun. The people are really nice and I'm learning a lot of Russian. Okay, let's check our answers. Well done. Okay, so for exercise 3, add expressions of frequency to make sentences that are true for you. Number 1, it's very cold in my town. It's usually very cold in my town. So usually comes before very cold. So usually very cold. I get to school late. So where will the verb come? The frequency, adverb of frequency, I usually get to school late, or I sometimes get to school late, depending on your circumstance. Let's look at the answers. Okay, there are no answers given here because this will be about you. Number 3, my class goes on school trips in June. My class, the adverb of frequency will come here. My class usually goes on school trips in June. Number 4, it's sunny and warm in spring. So the adverb of frequency will come after it's. and before sunny and warm, because here you're describing the verb. So it's usually sunny and warm in spring. And number 5, we go camping. Before the verb go, we usually go camping, or we sometimes go camping. For exercise 4, we can keep this for the classroom. Work with a partner. Discuss the sentences. Tell your partner about your daily routine. Daily routine, what you do every day, what activities you do from one time to the next. So starting with the morning, from the morning hours, what do you do in your daily life? Number 2, imagine you're staying in Yakutsk for a month. Tell your partner about how your life is different. This is an example. I usually get up at about 7:30. Then I have breakfast. Now I'm living in Yakutsk. I get up later because it is cold here. And then you continue writing. So this we will leave for the classroom, but you can think about some ideas to add. Learn about someone living in a cold country. What does the Kilcher family do during the day? What are they preparing for? Why did they have to make another plan? Let's watch the movie about the Kilcher family.
The Long Winter.
Alaska is a land of long winters and short summers. It's cold for 8 months of the year. It's not for everyone, but for the Kilcher family, it's home. They spend most of their day outside. The land is very important to them. They grow all of their own vegetables. They also go to the lake to catch fish. They cut down trees, and use the wood for their fires all winter. They plan their meals for the months ahead and put their food in a store cupboard. So when the first snowstorm finally comes, they usually have enough food to last the whole winter. But it's a very hard winter, and 3 months after the first snow, Ats and Jane realise that they haven't got enough food to last until spring. They need to refill their store, and they can't just go to a supermarket. They have to go to the lake and fish, but it's much more difficult in winter. While they are waiting for the fish to bite, Ats builds a fire to keep them warm in the sub-zero temperatures. They wait and wait, but they don't catch any fish. So they have to think of another plan. Ats decides to make some rabbit traps to set in the forest. While Ats is hunting in the forest, Jane waits anxiously at home. Fortunately, the traps work, and he catches enough rabbits to feed the family. He fills the bag to take home to Jane and the family. Everyone is hoping that next year will be easier.
After the reading, we can check if we understood the video clip. What does the Kilcher family do during the day? They grow their own vegetables, they catch fish, and cut down trees. Okay, what are they preparing for? They're preparing for the long winter, so they have to preserve their food to last them through the winter. They're preparing for the months ahead. Why did they have to make another plan? Because they ran out of food, and so they had to find food, and so they tried fishing, which was quite difficult, but that didn't work because they didn't catch any fish. Yes. And the new plan was to put rabbit traps, and Mr. Kilcher was successful in catching a lot of rabbits. Let's try some exercise from Language Focus 1. Present simple versus present continuous. Choose the correct options. When it's freezing, we don't go out. Number 2. There's a snowstorm right now, so we're staying at home now. So present continuous, ing. Number 3, I always, adverb of frequency, always. So the verb, I always play basketball on Saturdays. So when we use adverbs of frequency like always, sometimes we use the present simple. Number 4, the temperature each year in winter. So there's a lot of snow. So this is a routine. So the temperature falls each year in winter. So we use again the present simple because this happens every year. Number 5, I German at the moment because I want to go to Germany in December. At the moment suggests happening now, so we use the present continuous. I'm learning German at the moment because I want to go to Germany in December. Number 6, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm having breakfast. This is happening now. Let's check our answers. Well done. Okay, so you seem to follow the correct use of the simple present and the present continuous. Let's go on to exercise 2. Complete the sentences. Use the correct form of the present simple or present continuous. So the verbs are here in the box and we're expected to use the correct form of the verbs. It's November and winter is coming in Canada. So from the word come, present continuous. Number 2, it's very cold and silent today. It outside. It's very cold and silent today. This is a question, so This is a new sentence, so can start with capital. Is it snowing today? So the word snow, snowing. And we have to use the question word is. Is it snowing outside? Number 3, the polar bear for a place to hibernate in winter. The polar bear, we use present continuous. The polar bear is looking for a place to hibernate in winter. What is the meaning of hibernate? Hibernate means in cold countries, some animals go to sleep for a long period of time when it's cold. So we call that long sleep hibernate. So bears hibernate. They remain in one place. Number 4. We much time at the beach in the autumn. It's very cold. We not spend. We don't spend. We don't spend much time at the beach in the autumn. It's very cold. Number 5. Okay, it's a question. So when we talk about you, we don't use is, but we use are, because are is an exception to the rule. Normally are is used for the plural, but when we use you, we have to use are. Are you coming to visit? Are you coming to visit us this year? So come, coming. Are you coming to visit us this year? And number 6. Ice skating today because there's no ice. I'm not going skating. I'm not going. So not go. I'm not going skating today because there's no ice. But I usually go on Sundays. Okay, let's check our answers. Well done. All correct. Okay, let's do exercise 3 from the template. Complete the mini conversations. Use the present simple or present continuous form of the verb in brackets. What is Laura doing at the moment? She on holiday with her parents, I think. So she's on holiday with her parents, I think. Number 2. What usually you do at the weekends? What do you usually do at the weekends? Not much, so we have to use enjoy this camping trip. It's great. Not much, so I'm enjoying. So I'm enjoying this camping trip. It's great. Number 3. You make a cake for the party. It's a question, so we have to use, are you making a cake for the party? Are you making a cake for the party? Yes, but we not know what to do next. But we don't know. But we don't know what to do next. We do it right. Again, it's a question, so we begin with, are we doing it right? Are we doing it right? Okay, let's check our answers. We got one wrong, so let's try again. She is on holiday. Okay, she is on holiday with her parents, I think. Okay, so we don't have to use the short form here. Well done. Let's go on to exercise 4. Let's see the picture. Complete the interview with a park ranger. Use the present simple or the present continuous form of the verb in brackets. Let's use the template. Complete the interview. Interviewer. Today I'm talking to Safri, who's a ranger at the Royal Belem State Park, Malaysia. Safri, what does a park ranger do? And Safri answers, well, we protect remains the same. Well, we protect. Well, we protect wild animals from hunters and we look after the park. So everything will be in present simple. I work here this summer. I'm working here this summer. I'm working here this summer because the permanent rangers not have much free time. Permanent rangers don't have much free time to spend with visitors. All this week I'm telling visitors about our work here and I'm showing them. And I'm showing them the animals. It's a great job. Okay, let's check it once again. Interviewer. Today I'm talking to Safri, who's a ranger at the Royal Belem State Park, Malaysia. Safri, what does a park ranger do? Well, we protect wild animals from hunters and we look after the park. I'm working here this summer because the permanent rangers don't have much free time to spend with visitors. All this week, I'm telling visitors about our work here, and I'm showing them the animals. It's a great job. Let's check our answers. Well done. Okay, let's move on to exercise 5. We can use the template once again. Use the correct form of the present simple and present continuous. This is an email message. Hi Kim. Well, here I am in Scotland. I'm staying in my room. It's raining again. It's raining again, so people are running down the street. Streets. There's another girl in my house called Carmen. She a shower right now. She's having a shower right now. And we out this afternoon. We, form of the words, go. So we are going. We are going out this afternoon. We usually 2 English classes. We usually have. We usually have 2 English classes in the morning, and in the afternoon we do. We do our homework and play sports, because this is all routine. So we usually have 2 English classes in the morning, and in the afternoon we do our homework and play sports. On Wednesdays, we often go swimming, but I'm not going today. But I'm not going today because Carmen wants to go to the cinema. Question, so are you doing anything interesting? Are you doing anything interesting? Write and tell me, Eva. Okay, let's check. Hi, Kim. Well, here I am in Scotland. I'm sitting in my room. It's raining again, and people are running down the streets. There's another girl in my house called Carmen. She's having a shower right now. We're going out this afternoon. We usually have 2 English classes in the morning, and in the afternoon, we do our homework and play sports. On Wednesdays, we often go swimming. But I'm not going today because Carmen wants to go to the cinema. Are you doing anything interesting? Write and tell me, Eva. Let's check our answers. Well done. Okay, let's go on to see what the next exercise is about. Choose a place and invent a special weekend. Imagine you are there. Write at least 5 sentences about it. Example, I'm in Rome at the moment with, we're sitting in. So for this exercise, we can think about it and again discuss it when we come to the classroom. But in the meantime, you can think about the holiday that you've recently spent somewhere when you've gone out. Of course, I know this situation doesn't allow you to actually visit places, but you can talk about a past vacation that you had in a new place. Okay, students, let's look at some new vocabulary. Survival essentials.
Listen, check, and repeat. 1. Torch. 2.
First aid kit.
3.
Sleeping bag.
4.
Water bottle.
5.
Map.
6.
Sun cream.
7.
Camera.
8.
Sunglasses.
9.
Penknife.
10.
Compass.
11.
Contact lenses.
12.
Glasses.
Okay, students, let's match the words with the items in the picture. Number 1 is a torch. Torch. Number 2 is a first aid kit. Number 3 is a where we sleep, sleeping bag. Sleeping bag. Number 4, a water bottle. Number 5, when we are lost, we need this, a map. Number 6, sun cream. Number 7, camera. Number 8, sunglasses. Number 9, penknife. Number 10, a compass. Number 11, contact lenses. And number 12, glasses. Okay, let's check our work to see if our vocabulary is correct. Well done. Okay, that was easy enough. So these are some of our survival essentials. Let's see listening, a conversation. Work in small groups, look at the photo and answer the questions. What do you think are the dangers of walking in the landscape like this? Number 2, what do you need to survive for 3 days there? So, this is the landscape. So let's look at the landscape. So this is our landscape here. The first question, what do you think are the dangers of walking in a landscape like this? So the dangers would be, it looks like a very hot place, so the danger could be you might suffer from heat wave. Okay, and the next question was, what do you need to survive for 3 days there? You will require a lot of water and food. Let's move on to number 4. Listen to 2 friends discussing a new story about a hiker. Does it have a happy or sad ending?
Listen to the story.
Did you see that story on the news about this English kid in Australia?
No, I didn't. I didn't see the news yesterday.
Well, this boy Sam was travelling around Australia and working on a ranch in Queensland in the outback, where it's just desert and incredibly hot. And anyway, one morning he went jogging.
So, what happened?
While he was jogging, he got lost. He couldn't find his way back to the ranch. It was boiling. It was 40 degrees centigrade, and he only had 1 bottle of water in his backpack.
But how did he get lost in the first place?
He was running and listening to music on his MP3 player, and I suppose he didn't see where he was going. Then suddenly, he realised he was lost. He didn't know how to get back to the house.
So how long was he lost for?
He survived for 3 days.
3 days? In the outback? How did he manage that?
Well, he didn't have anything with him except a backpack with 1 bottle of water, a pair of sunglasses and some sun cream. He didn't have a compass or a map, nothing like that. But then he looked in his backpack again and found lots of packets of contact lenses. His dad put them there before he left the UK.
Contact lenses? So how did they help him?
Well, when he didn't have any more water, he started to drink the liquid in the packets of contact lenses.
That's amazing.
I know.
So how did he get out of the desert? Was someone looking for him?
Well, his family were looking for him when a helicopter found him 13 miles away from the ranch.
That's an amazing story. So was he okay?
Yes, in the end. But he was lucky to be alive.
Okay, let's try and answer some questions about the listening. In which country was Sam traveling? In which country was Sam traveling? He was traveling in Australia, in the outback. What happened to him? So he went jogging and got lost. Number 3. What was the weather like? It was boiling, minus 40 degrees centigrade. How long was he lost for? He was lost for 3 days. Number 5. What objects did Sam have with him? Backpack, water bottle, sunglasses, sun cream, and lots of packets of contact lenses. How did the contact lenses save him? So he drank the liquid in the packets of contact lenses. Number 7. How did they find him in the end? By helicopter. So the helicopter found him in the end. Okay, so these are your answers to the questions of the boy that was lost in the outback in Australia. For exercise 6, we could do this in the classroom, okay, but you could think about it. Imagine you are lost in the mountains in the winter. With a partner, decide how important the things in exercise 1 are. So we are talking about the different essential survival essentials. Okay, we have to do 3 things with all these objects here. Number 1, put them in order of importance. 1, very important. 12, not that important. So we have to decide which are the most important survival essentials. Next, we have to compare our list with another pair. Next, think of 3 other things that are useful. Example, I think a cap is important to keep our head cool. I don't agree. I think an umbrella would be better. Something like that. So we can do this when we are back in the classroom. Students, now that we have completed our lesson for today, please go to the Google Classroom to complete the assignment. Thank you.